to the charts of Big Boss Crypto. Today we will be looking at price predictions for the next Bitcoin bull run. Now, don't get me wrong. Let me first state that we are nowhere near bullishness for the crypto market right now. And as I've stated previously in the first video, we still got more down to go while looking at the bigger macro picture for Bitcoin and stocks. As well as we have yet to see an accumulation phase happening for Bitcoin before we can even think about a new bull run or new all-time highs. But for us who are dreaming about the next bull run and making life-changing money, how can we in the next cycle better predict the market and time our exit strategy accordingly? Without further ado, let's look at the charts. So in case you are not familiar with the Fibonacci extension tool that I used previously, basically these levels that you see on the chart are possible support and resistance, as well as likely price target in both bull and bear markets where price will most likely end up in. If you want to learn more about Fibonacci number sequence and how the theory behind it works in life overall, besides trading and technical analysis, I'll leave a link in the description. But the most important levels for us to know as traders are the following: the 0.618 and the 0.66 golden pocket levels, the 0.702 and the 0.786 Fibonacci levels, which act mostly as resistance. Then, if the price clears through these levels, then it will reach its impulsive Fibonacci level targets, which are the 1.272, the 1.414, and the 1.618 Fibonacci level targets. And usually in bull market cycles for stocks and crypto or indexes, usually they may end up in the 4.236 Fibonacci extension level, which usually marks the top of a bull run cycle. Now the question is, how do we draw our fib levels on the chart? Well, firstly, you go on to TradingView and click on the fib retracement tool, which is up on the left hand corner right here. Draw some random lines on charts, doesn't matter wherever. Then you click on the cogwheel right here, which is settings. And then on the settings, you can see the standard values that everyone has. But if you want to have the same settings as me, feel free to pause the video and change to the same values on your TradingView account. Alright, now that we have done that, now we need to draw our Fibonacci levels from a high to a low. So what we need to do is click on our Fibonacci retracement tool and mark our levels from the swing high to a swing low, which is from the 2017 all-time high of Bitcoin in the previous bull market down to 2018 bear market low. Okay, right, now our levels are marked, and now we can see our price action reacts to these levels in the next bull cycle that followed from 2020 to 2021. Okay, so if we analyze our levels on the Bitcoin chart, the price does a retrace from the bottom right about up to the golden pocket. Then the price corrects back down to support, pushes through the golden pocket, retests it again, does a breakout through this 0.702 and 0.786 levels, reaches its impulsive fib targets from the 1.272 to the 1.618, and then rampages up to the 4.236 extension of the cycle. Now the price was a little bit shy from the 4.236 price level in this bull market cycle that we had into 2021. So not a financial advice, of course, but it may be wise to take some profits when we are beginning to near both the golden pocket levels and when we are nearing the 4.236 extension level. And when it comes to altcoins, they always follow the Bitcoin price action, which means that alts can't perform well unless Bitcoin does. But in comparison, when Bitcoin performs well, alts generally perform much better than Bitcoin, as they usually overextend parabolically over the 4.236 targets. So you could categorize that into alts with great use case, tokenomics, hype, etc., such as Dogecoin, Chainlink, or other coins like that. And we can see that for coins such as Link, for example, where I marked the Fibonacci extension levels from 2018 high down to the 2018 low. And when we look at the charts, it overextended massively from its 4.236 extension, which was right about $5.4, but instead it made its all-time high up to right about $53, which is amazing. Now the question is, what are the targets for Bitcoin and what is the minimal 4.236 extension that Bitcoin will reach in the next bull market cycle? Well, as I've stated in my previous video, I strongly believe that Bitcoin has not yet reached its bottom, so we'll have to wait for a more accurate representation when we have a definitive bottom reached. But if we draw levels from the all-time high down to the current bottom, all right, as we can see, we have a golden pocket target between 49 and 51k, and our 4.236 extension is right about $235,000. Now, it may be hard to believe and may seem totally unrealistic that Bitcoin will reach those price levels, but please look back to the charts yourself, use the Fibonacci tool from previous cycle, and you will be amazed at how well representative this is. Now, as I've said, the 4.236 extension for altcoins will serve as minimal target depending on how Bitcoin performs, as well as if the fundamentals are strong for the altcoin, it has lots of hype, great tokenomics, and etc. So, let's look at some predictions for some of my personal favorite fantastic projects. So, if we first look at the minimal 4.236 targets for H bar, we mark the previous all-time high from the previous cycle down to the current low we've had so far. And we'll see that the minimal 4.236 target in the next cycle will probably be around $2.26, which is amazing. And now if we look at Chainlink, and as previously we marked from the previous all-time high down to the current low we had so far. And the 4.236 target for Chainlink next cycle will be around $213. Wow. And lastly, we will look at Quant. As previously, we marked the all-time high down to the current low we had so far. And the 4.236 extension for Quant is around $1,604. All right. Please try this method out for yourself on your favorite altcoin projects. Save the template that I showed you before in the beginning of the video and see how price will react to those levels in the future when the bull returns after the recession has calmed down, and you'll be amazed. So in conclusion, what we need to take note of is the following. The Fib extension tool is powerful to find highly likely price target and future support and resistance. The golden pocket and the 4.236 extension levels are potential reversal points for price corrections. Altcoins perform well only if Bitcoin does, and some projects reach over their own 4.236 extension targets, depending on the fundamentals, the hype, the tokenomics, etc. And from our analysis, Bitcoin will likely reach a minimal target of 235k US dollars in the next bull run. That's all for me. Thank you so much for your time. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed the video. Leave a dislike if you didn't, and I'll see you in the next video. Big Boss out.